Oh man, listen, 2025, man, it's been a challenging year for a lot of people, a lot of creators, a lot of friends, family. It's been a challenging year. And yeah, man, it's a lot of hard times have happened in my life and for this year, and a lot of challenging times have happened in my life. I don't really project it on and say exactly what's happened on social media. If you lot known me or follow me in my journey, you don't know that I do the streaming stuff, compete, personal life I keep to myself, right? So there's been a lot of challenges that's happened. There's been a lot of good things, but then there's also been a lot of bad things. But sometimes you got to take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. Now, saying that, I hope anyone out there, especially people that support me and stuff like that, I hope if you're going through a challenging time, I hope that you see whatever challenging time that you're going through, I hope you see it through. I hope you smash it in 2026. And yeah, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So I hope you can just see it out, man. I hope wherever you're going through, I hope you can see it out. And I just want to say thank you very much for supporting me, because again, there's bigger creators, there's, people with more subscribers and stuff like that are there, but there's you that watch me and support me. Whether it's the comments, whether it's the subscriptions, whether it's like, it doesn't even matter what social media you message me on or wherever, I really do appreciate it. There's people that have messaged me where they've said personal messages about like, family and, maybe they've had like something where they've lost someone and they say that my streams help them. Really, really appreciate it, man. It means a lot. And yeah, man, I just want to just kind of say this message. I've tried to record this many times and I think this is my last take. So whether this works or it doesn't, this is the final one. And I can't keep doing this now. I've been doing this for 3 hours and I keep stopping at certain parts because I'm not getting my words out. But I just want to say that and I say we because it's a collective, we've done, I would say there's been some challenges that we got through. Streaming again was a big one, because for a period of time I was streaming at Red Bull and I was also streaming at New Meta, and I want to say thank you very much for them for allowing me to stream. When I did, move on from the studio, I was, trying to figure out what am I going to do next. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I could even continue this on. And as you know, I've been doing this for a long time. I was close to the 100,000 mark in YouTube, and I just didn't know where to go. I was kind of like, well, where I'm at now, I can't really stream. Stuff is in storage. What do I do? And as an adult, you have also bills and stuff to pay. So you can't really just be like, all right, cool, let me just stop. So either way, we figured it out, got an apartment. I started streaming from the apartment, and things are on the up. We done Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, where I was able to stream Fatal Fury with Keane, and 67,000 people in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and they're watching us play. That definitely helped the channel over a period of time, and shout outs to the Ring, shout outs to everyone that was on that project that considered me as the creator to be representing for the UK and streaming playing Fatal Fury to be on the boxing ring. Like that's insane to me. And there were so many people in the VIP bit where I was. Like, if you ain't watched that video, go and check it out. And then to be able to be ringside to watch the fight, that was amazing. I've had a lot of opportunities with Fatal Fury, so thank you very much. It means a lot, and I do genuinely enjoy SNK and Fatal Fury games. So that goes without saying. If you watch my channel from before, I was reacting to King of Fighters 14. I was playing like the old school games on stream and have the content, so I really do appreciate them for considering me. Then moving on, we done an event which was to celebrate 10 years being a Twitch partner. Now, there's a lot of fighting game streamers now. Compared to how it was before, there was close to none. And there was many people playing PUBG and all these other games. there wasn't really many people streaming fighting games. So to be amongst that, plus be an ambassador as well, one of the first fighting game ambassadors that actually competes and actually makes content in the world, to be an ambassador. So it's a big step. And I'll be honest with you, like this year I was kind of like, once I got back to streaming, I was kind of lost on what direction. What am I trying to achieve? What am I trying to do? Where am I trying to go? You know, like I'm pretty much like, yeah, okay, trying to get to 100,000 mark on YouTube is cool. I got there and I was kind of like, I don't know what else to do. Do you know what I'm saying? I kind of was like, well, I've achieved it, but what do I do from here? Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was interesting. I really definitely appreciate it. It's just, where do I go? And I didn't really understand. I was kind of like, all right, yeah, well, I'm here. What's next? Twitch? Do we try 100,000 on Twitch? Do we try to, build up the TikTok? And even now, I don't really have the answer for it. But what I will say is, I weren't competing this year. I didn't like Tekken 8 Season 2. I didn't compete until the end of the year. But one thing I want to highlight that people might have not noticed was there's a major called Versus Fighting that's in Birmingham, in Brom. And I went there not to compete, but I went there to go and help out with commentary because there wasn't, there was commentators there, but I feel like they wanted me to obviously help out as well. And I drove down there 3 hours just to commentate. Do you know what I mean? And it was kind of like more of a community type of thing that I wanted to do, right? And no, there was no money exchange or nothing like that. For me, I feel like Versus Fighting has been there and been the backbone for fighting games, and I would say for the UK for a very long time. There's a lot of events that have come and gone. I'm old school, so I know about SVB, I know about Ultimate Clash, and there's so many, Battle of Destiny, Hype Spotting, which was in Scotland. All of these tournaments, they're not around anymore. But, Versus Fighting's been there. UK doesn't even have a major. I hope one day that, the UK can get along and, there's a major tournament where there's loads of players there and stuff like that. But I don't know when that day will come. I've been around for a very long time in the fighting game space, and yeah, it just seems like it's a dream of mine. I definitely do want to look at it. Maybe I might have to look into it and see. Maybe I might have to reach out to a few people because running tournaments ain't just one person. So maybe that's something that maybe I'd have to look into. But I do want to see like London have a major. Like London can't be the capital and there's no major in London, but we have a major in Brom. Do you know what I mean? Brom are definitely, they're carrying it and doing whatever with it. Electronic Dojo, shout outs to you. But yeah, no, I went there to commentate, more of a community thing. I didn't compete for Tekken. I didn't really like the game. But I do feel like there was a little bit of a spark that came back around towards the end of the year. So I went to Korea to go and compete, beat Pinya, which I think is a big thing. Pinya is an amazing Raven player. I would say the best competitive Raven that there is. So yeah, that was a big thing. And to be fair, as much as you watch my streams, so all I do is I just play ranked. I don't even lab or anything like that. And if I lab, it's very minimal. So that was a big thing. And then we done the mukbang with Knee. Now, that was meant to happen in 2024. This is something I've never really said. That was meant to happen in 2024, but a lot of stuff started to happen and, things didn't go according to plan, but we done it in 2025. That's fresh content that I didn't know if people even like that type of content. I was like, eating food, did people like it? No, but I just didn't really care at that point. I was like, look, I'm just going to throw it up. If they don't like it, cool. The shorts done really, really well. Like a lot of people like the short form content of the mukbang, and it was great. But most importantly, there's a lot of things that wasn't on camera. And I just like the fact that I'm able to bring out, personalities from these players. Do you know what I mean? Like it was me and Shola. Shout out to Shola from, ATL. Shout out Pork Chop and shout out In It to Win It. Like me and Shola went over and compete. Then we done the mukbang and it was cool. And it's just like even hanging out. There's a lot of stuff that wasn't even on the vlog and there's a lot of stuff that wasn't even on camera, but you can show there's like actual, real, genuine friendship between, us lot. So yeah, man, shout outs to Nee, man. We then went to Thailand and we done the mukbang with Book, which I thought was good and it was great. So, I appreciate Book for taking the time out. Again, his personality, the way how he is, he's just a funny guy. He makes me laugh. So that was great to hang out with him and actually just, just chill. And even like Tiger Uppercut, every time when I've been to Thailand for Tiger Uppercut, they always do a great tournament. And then they do an after party, which they show that they care about the community. So shout outs to Tiger Uppercut. Now, moving towards the end of the year, we have to look at like just everything that happens. Everyone's looking at like, what happened, this, that, and the other. And it's been, if we talk about like just stuff that's been accomplished, I have done a few things and I am really happy. Next year, I do feel like I want to do different things. I do feel like, we've had some sad things that's happened. Obviously, shout out to Dusty O. I would say he really did help me with a lot of things, to be fair, behind scenes, like with Leroy. And he just generally wanted to help, I know he likes to cuss when he's on stream and that, but he just generally wanted to help. So he'll be in my DM saying, yeah, try this and this, that, and the other. And yeah, man, I wanted to try and feature him on as much as I could. To be fair, even though like, so we done the Teach Me and we done like an hour-long session talking about the character Leroy, but I generally wanted to be able to do like a first to five. I know we didn't really even get to do a first to five or anything like that, or a long set offline. So yeah, that was, not only that, it's just like, I don't really know anyone else other than Breadman and, Cyrex Slayer. Like, we don't really have like many Leroy players in the UK. I know we've got Delay and we've got a few others. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know the Leroy players. You lot know that I know you lot. So, but not only that, it's just like, there is, it's a sad thing that's happened to Dusty also, obviously, rest in peace. And, man, this year, Harada's left as well. He's left, Harada's left Bandai Namco. So that's annoying because we don't know what's going to happen with Tekken 8. It's a roller coaster of emotions, man. And yeah, I don't know what more I can really say, man, other than this year's done. I want to push forward with a lot of things. I also want to make sure that the channel has more Street Fighter involved, more old school fighting games, which I really enjoy it, tournaments, and much more, because I find myself getting very stressed playing Tekken, and I kind of don't know what direction I wanted to take it in. I find myself very lost when doing content creation with Tekken. Like streaming it, sometimes I'm just silent. I don't know what to say. Making content, I don't really know. I can definitely go back to making guides and tutorials and stuff like that, because there are stuff that I know about the game that I haven't really done much guides and tutorials. And, I feel like the content did go into like reactionary stuff and not reactionary is not even a word, but reaction stuff. Then it went back to doing vlogs, traveling, but I couldn't do guides. There are stuff, even like Leroy stuff. I don't know why I haven't done no Leroy guides for you lot. No idea. But I play Lydia now. So I don't know. But yeah, I would say, yeah, man, there's there's a lot of things that could be done. And I definitely want to give you lot, I would say 10 times better quality content than I did this year. So I'll be working harder towards like just seeing what I can do. And yeah, man, we'll see what's going on, man. Do you know what I mean? So thank you lot for the support. Appreciate it. I don't want to ramble on too much. Sorry if I was not talking fast enough like I usually am. You just have to, I'm just reflecting on a lot of stuff that's happened. Yeah, man, 2026. I want to do bigger and better things. No, I've got to do another take, man. This wasn't it. I've got to do another take.